So just been out, got a load more pearls, some paste, poly, all that kind of thing. The one thing I am going to be a little bit short on is spark powder and charcoal. And charcoal obviously takes quite a while, and I'm kind of trying to get all this done super quickly. So I'm going to go to that base that was kind of abandoned. I think they might have some charcoal there because they had some leftover campfires that might not have been, well, might not have been raided. They might have left the charcoal in there. I think I'm probably going to put another giant hatch frame around here as well, so we've got a whole kind of line there. To be honest, if you actually got like heavies on here, this wouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's not like an amazing base spot or anything like that, but I don't think it's as bad as I first thought. But I am struggling to think how I'm going to farm very well. I don't know, maybe I have a crafting station out the front or something like that. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Either way, I'm going to head over to that base now, and hopefully they've got some charcoal left over. Now, before the grind, today's video is sponsored by Boost Gaming. They're a new website where you can buy digital gift cards, and with the new Xbox and PlayStation consoles coming out, obviously it's a great time to top up your wallets. All Boost Gaming keys are legitimate, bought directly from suppliers, and you'll help support this channel and get instant giveaways when topping up your wallets or purchasing any gift cards from Boost Gaming by using my affiliate link in the description below. Alright, yes, not too bad. These all seem to have a bit of wood in or charcoal. Might as well put some of them on, I guess, while I'm waiting, because I've got to wait a little bit. I'm going to wait to throw out my parasol and just check if there's anything else around here. I know these guys had a megalodon that fleed when I hit it. Now, maybe there's a bit of charcoal in here. I mean, I've got more campfires. I could take campfires. Do they weigh much? Out of the way a little bit. Yeah, so I've got to wait, because I do want to throw out my parasol, and I do want to throw out my argent, so I'm going to have to wait on crow timer for that. Well, the story continues, I guess. Wasn't expecting this. And the base is still here. I was convinced I was going to log into this, all gone. I actually didn't play for nearly 2 days, and I still logged on to this. Now, all of my turrets are still here. Taking a look at my tribe log, definitely the plant species, I mean, you see they've been destroyed. But we killed a few people. This guy, level 91, died twice. This guy died. And this Pteranodon. That guy might have just been trying to get his stuff back. I don't know. Metal floor was auto destroyed. All that stuff must have been someone else. Somewhere else even. I placed taxidermy base. I do not remember ever placing a taxidermy base. I don't know. That's been destroyed. This Alfie guy, you can see, was killed. And water pipes were destroyed. Again, I guess this might be my beer that got destroyed. I don't know, that's all I can think of. Also killed a Pteranodon. These stone guys look like they might have had a go at doing this, but they didn't really get very far. Interestingly, I'm only seeing about 6 Plant X being destroyed, but there's like, I don't know, I swear I had like at least 12. I swear Plant X just disappeared for some reason. Either way, I'm going to start the day actually by, oh, okay, there's actually pearls down here. Was that a pearl I just saw? Was that a reflection? Maybe not. Yeah, I'm going to start the day by just doing a load of crop plots, because they are a massive pain in the ass to deal with, Plant X, if you haven't prepared for them. And I'm going to make sure they're all in turret range. I might put a few on the top, but they're just so easy to get rid of, it's almost not worth it. But yeah, I'm going to get the RG out, and I'm going to start farming for those. I probably need to go check that my toilet is there, otherwise I might need to make another one. But let's get to making those and plopping them down. Right, so plants are going out the front here. I'm just dropping all my gear into this box. I like to do that while I'm unloading metal, just make sure I'm as light as I can be. So yeah, I've put the plants down here. I don't have quite enough fur as I'd like in them. Next time I go past the toilet again, I'll go and make some more. But I've put these ones on some pillars here. I think this is a pretty smart idea. I like to have it so that plants shoot people before the turrets. That way that people cannot soak whatsoever until they deal with the turrets. Now, of course, there are some other cheeky methods people could use to raid here, but this isn't a perfect spot. This isn't like my ideal spot. There are some weaknesses. I know personally, as someone who's done a lot of raiding, one of the things I'd be considering if I really wanted to raid this spot was a Pteranodon barrel roll from like the top down to here and then rocketing. Could work quite effectively. There are a lot of people who don't really know those kinds of strats. Even experienced people, you'd be surprised the kind of strats that they just don't even think about. But yeah, having these plants here is going to be a real pain for anyone who wants to deal with this. And at this point in the wipe, honestly, we've only got like probably a week and a half left, I think this is ideal. And I do want to get back into some raiding, some more action stuff, so that, you know, I can show you guys things other than building up. But I thought I'd show you guys what I've done, just to take you through my process. You know, you just need to do what's good enough sometimes. You don't always have to go all out, otherwise you spend all of your time like at base, and it's kind of a bit boring. I'm sure boring for you guys to watch. So I found my local metal spawn. I wasn't quite sure where the closest metal was here, but it was just off that way. Anywhere that you build, you always want to make sure that you know where, you know, the closest metal is. Another bad side about building here is that I can't easily get my metal in and out. It's always, I mean, I could have considered putting a dino gate there, but as you can see, where I wanted to have these turrets, that would have been a major problem. Could have potentially been solved by bringing the turret wall up to here, so my base would have been like a whole wall going across here, maybe down from that bit. But like I said, I didn't really have time. You've got to think about these things. I do see in a lot of my comments, people say like, oh, why don't you say, for example, go here for your polymer instead of going there for your polymer? There's a lot of other things to consider other than you should just go to X place for X resource. So I don't know, a perfect example is I quite often get people say to me, why don't you go to the redwood beehives for your polymer on here? The thing is, the redwood beehives, I mean, for example, from where I am, are a very, very long way, and I can only take as much polymer as I can carry in my wyvern or griffin. I'm not going to go all of that way with an argent. I mean, sure, if you've got an argent, you've got a friend to help you and you've got time, sure, maybe go off to that section. But when you're playing solo, I only have so much time, and how much polymer can what I normally use a wyvern, say, to go get some quick polymer carry? Probably only a couple of hundred, and you can get that on this kind of server by going and killing a few penguins. So there's no need to spend an extra, well, probably be 30 minutes all told in doing that, because time is money. Time management is super important in Ark, especially on Arkpoc servers or servers where if you don't build up quickly, you are going to get wiped. So those kinds of things to keep in mind, guys, when it comes to resources. One tip that I would definitely say to a lot of people that I notice not a lot of people think about from my comment section is consider the amount of time it's going to take for you to get what you're trying to get when going to a certain place. Yes, X place might be good for metal. Like, for example, I have people say things like, why don't you just go to AB to get metal because there's more metal there? Like, that's an absolutely ridiculous thing to do while I'm playing Crystal Isles and I don't have transmitter and I don't have the right kind of tapes to do that. It's just be a massive waste of time when I can get more than enough metal here for what I need. Anyway, I just thought I'd add that into this little update of how the base is going so far, because I do see it a lot in my comments section, and it's something that I feel like it's nice to address every once in a while for people who wonder that kind of thing. But the plan here, I do need to ideally get a soaker if I do want to go and soak, and I need to get myself some flak blueprints. I've been a real idiot again. My flak blueprints, I've left them in upload, they've disappeared. I know, I am terrible at Ark Survival Gold. So I probably won't be able to do much more raiding until I do get those. I have been going to the deep sea drops to try and get them. I might go to the island today there, actually, just in case I can get some from there. I think I'll do that after this. Once I've got the wood to smelt all this metal, I'll probably go to the island deep sea cave, because that is the best place for flak blueprints. Turrets just went off and there's 2 wyverns flying around here. I don't know if these guys are here for a raid or what, but let's get the griffin out. Huh, they've gone. Thought they might be here for some PvP, but don't seem to be around. So popped on over to the island. Whoa, geez, you can actually see the meteors coming down. Is that a new thing, or is that just towards the end? I don't know, I haven't been on the island in a while. Yeah, just came to the island to get the deep sea drops. Hopefully there's no turrets in there. If there is, I'm going to get absolutely smashed, but these are the risks we take. I presume I've got my dolphin in my hand. No, of course I don't. I've got my wyvern in my hand. I hate it when you do that, so now I'm going to have to wait to throw out my dolphin. Either I just want to check down there. I'm in desperate need of flak BPs. I can check my server, but I thought, hey, let's go check island as well. Highest chance of there being flak BPs are in the blue drops in this easy underwater cave, so it's worth a chance, or it's worth at least checking once. Oh, I've come down here, I've managed to get one of the drops. Got to be a little bit careful, because obviously I'm on one of these things, which is very, very easily hit. Oh god, I don't really want to be going down into the water if I can avoid it. Haven't been shot off so far, that's a good sign. Can I leave this here? I think I can. It's a bit of a risk, but I've got a cryo timer, so... Right, well, the first drop was there. Oh, no, we can't leave it there. Okay, let's grab it. Wow, that is madness. Stuff's deadly down here. Not a huge problem. I'll be able to get out right, and I've got a Bacillo back at base, but oof, that makes it a little bit more rough. Damn, no flak. Oh well, back to Genesis we go. Oh, there is a box down here. This could have some stuff in. Oh yes, flak chest, perfect. Flak boots and helmet. Not gonna take those. Pelagornis. Nah. Is that it? Is that all that's here? Looks like it. Right, that's the result. We came here, got flak BP. Just need legs really now. Do need gauntlets as well. But hey, that's the result. Just need to be able to get out now, which I will be able to. If I somehow die on the way out, I'll come back with my Bacillo and get everything. So it should all be chill. Let's take this back. Well, my dolphin might have died, but I've come out with, well, what looks to be a decent shield BP. That's about the same as my last one I had. 3 flak BPs. The helmet's not very good for how expensive it is. Yeah, just need legs and gauntlets now, and I've got a full set. We can get back to doing some raiding. Okay, so I thought I'd show you guys how to quickly do these underwater crystal isles drops, because you can get up to 5 or 6 really good drops from here very quickly. Now there's 2 entrances. You've got this one here. This is very easily identifiable. I'm sure you guys will find it. Or there's one over by the redwood, which is where we will actually come out. Now for this, let me just concentrate a second while I put my griffin away. You're going to need ideally something tanky and fast. You can do this with a dolphin, and I have done it with a dolphin plenty of times. If you know what you're doing and you're very careful to watch out for things that might smash you, you'll be okay. But a Bacillo, a Megalodon, something like that is very good to get, because the Bacillos especially are very easy to tame. Make sure you've got a full, or mine is not quite full because I know what I'm doing here, but you can be down here quite a while, so don't come down here with like half a scuba tank if you don't know what you're doing. So let me just throw out my Bacillo here. I'm going to change out the saddle actually, because I just got a new saddle for this. I'll just drop that one there. I've got a load of fert in my inventory because I was just doing fertilizer. So let's do this quickly. You go straight down here, and then there will be a small hole where this green light is. You can see it here. Now with my Bacillo, I've pumped all movement speed. Now obviously normally you wouldn't do that, but my Bacillo is used just for this, so I'm using movement speed. Now here we've got a choice of going left or right. Left is smaller. We're going to check that area quickly, and then we'll come back to right hand side. So I'll show you the whole way, although I speed up some parts. We go left here, and we're just going straight until we come to a T-junction. That's right in front of you here. There's a T-junction. There's a right and a left. We're going to go right first, and then we're going to come back to this point, because this is actually a dead end. So we go right, and there is sometimes one of the drops down here, although not all the time, but it's worth checking because it definitely does put a drop down here some of the time. And there you can see there's the drop right there. Now as you can see, if we go left, that's actually a dead end, so we don't need to go further down there. We'll just go and get this drop. Not a good one, unfortunately. I'm looking for flak at the moment. And then we're going to come back on ourselves. So you can see there to the right, that's actually a dead end. So we're going to go back to where you see a T-junction. Now here's the T-junction we were just at. This time we're going to go straight forward, which is the same as going left when we came out the first time. So we came originally from there, we checked right, now we're going left. This area is a little bit longer and a little bit more annoying to check. However, it's not too bad. We'll be very quickly done here. I don't often find the drops around here, but there are some here. Now this area is a little bit more confusing. Luckily for us, we won't get knocked off by the eels or anything. We're just a bit faster than them, I do believe. So just follow this round. For the most part, it is just a, you know, an alleyway, so there's nowhere really to get lost. But then you will come up to a section, which I think we're just about coming up to here. Yeah, this is the bit where you could get a little bit confused. So instead of going left there, we're going to head right. And when we come back on ourselves, we will be coming back through there. He can see eels, mosas, stuff like that. So be careful what you come down here with. If you come down in the dolphin, you should be able to avoid all of that. So we're just going around the right-hand side, by the way. Just stick all the way around the right. There was like a middle part there, but there's never really a drop in there. And what this is doing, this is just going to take us back to where we came from. So I very, very rarely find drops in this area, to be honest, but I'd like to check it anyway, just in case. And we've nearly gone all the way around now. And then basically here we are. Now we're heading back the way we came. Keep an eye out on that side. That's like the middle. But yeah, there was nothing there. And then here we are. We're kind of at the bit where we're in between. Now make sure there's no eels chasing me. Oh, there is an eel chasing me. But I'm just going to have to kill these eels and then we'll carry on. Oh, actually, I've got full stand back already, so I'm not going to need to do that. Right, so this is where we came from. If I look back, you can see there, that's where we went in and stuck right, went all the way around in a circle. So now we're heading back to the area where we find the T-junction. So here we are at the original T-junction. You can kind of tell it because there's not many rocks or resources around here. We're going to head right, which is going to take us back to where we originally came from. So yeah, we're here back at the starting area. So we can go right up to where we came from. Let me just show you, just so you get a better idea. This is the hole we originally came through. So, as if we're doing it all again, but this time we're going the other way. We've come in here, and this time we're going to go right. Now, for the most part, once you've gone right through this section, you basically just keep going straight the whole way. And now this is quite a long part of the underwater tunnels here. So you need to make sure you're either on something very fast or you do have a decent amount of scuba on. I'm not worried here because I know where I'm going. But if you didn't know where you were going and you went this way and kept going, it's quite a way until you actually find something else. So although this is like a two-way thing, don't worry, it all ends up at the same exit. So we're going to stick right here, and you can see one of the drops here. Nice shotgun there, very nice. So yeah, just stick right around here. Keep an eye on the left just to see if you can see any drops there, although I never find the drops in the middle part, and it's easier to get lost there. Now I know where I'm going, I probably wouldn't, but as we go round, we've stuck right. And if you did go left at that beginning bit there, it would just take you to that section there, and then you'd be here again. So we're just going to keep on going straight through here. And for the most part, it's going to be just going straight ahead. And we've got one more section, which is just like the section we just passed. But other than that, we're just going to keep going straight. And you should find at least a couple of more drops as you go through this section. And here we are again, another drop. I think this is our third drop. Might even be our fourth, actually. Hopefully we can get some flak. We're getting a lot of saddles out of these. Oh, we did get a flak. Not a BP, unfortunately, but we got a aloe saddle as well. Here we go, another drop already. When these are all here, you can get a lot of stuff. And we've got a sword BP, which actually looks quite good, and a wood mastercraft shield BP, which is actually really good because you can use those to smoke like little bases with lights, and you can repair the shield on the fly very easily. So I do like to have high durable wood shields. They are very useful. And we just keep going straight. I think we've got one more section here, which is a little bit confusing, but it's almost exactly the same. I think it is exactly the same as the last section where we could have gone left or right. So we come to this section. Again, you can go left or right. We're going to go right. And if you remember on the last section, it was just like this. There was a drop just here. So there can be drops just there. But again, we're going to stick right. Maybe there is ones to the left. Look, there's the artifact there as well if you need the artifact. You could go around that section. Hopefully you don't get too lost if you do, but once you know your way around, you can go through there. And then here you go, this has taken us to the same section. So if you had gone left, like I said previously, and looked around that area, it would have taken you to this, and then here we can just go straight on. I think now we're nearly at the end. I think there's one or two possible more drop locations here, and then we'll be out. And there you go, there's another drop right there. Hat BP, which isn't too bad. I do like to have some nice fur BPs. And I think there's just one more possible location, but you can see already we're smashing through this even with this slow Bacillo. And I think this is it. Yeah, this is the exit. This is where you could also come in through this direction as well if you wanted. But if you go up here, you'll see we're kind of in between the redwood and the snow area. Just like so. So you could come from this direction, go down through there, get straight to the good stuff as well. But having a look in our inventory, we got a decent pump shotgun, an electric prod. We got this Palumino Scorpio Saddle. We actually got these boots as well, a club, and blueprints wise. We've got a few, as you can see. Did actually get a 439 Dura helmet and a decent sword. It's not that cheap, unfortunately. I quite like this shield though. That is very, very nice indeed. So quite quick to check, especially if you know what you're doing. Thought I'd share that little bit of information with you guys. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with my upgrades. Putting a turret wall right there really was a 200 IQ idea. I've managed to link all of the cabling together. You can see here, I mean, you can see the cables. We can't really do anything about this, not without getting right up to it. And it's all covered by pillars and all of that. So it's all good, it's all safe, all goes to the inside generator. Obviously we couldn't do much here, so absolutely needed this. Now of course if some you know, top tier tribe comes on and rocks up with a golem, it's going to be a problem, but you're going to need some organization to do this base now. You can't really just rock up here. Might put even more plants here, why not? Won't be difficult to do, and they're really annoying. Like if you haven't bought enough flame arrows to deal with the plants, it is very annoying to rock up and see absolutely loads of them. So I think if I get enough plants here to fill up all of this bit, and I can fill up those turrets, even though I'm not level 100 yet, I'm kind of close, which is kind of silly because I haven't really tried to get level 100. You probably should try and do that on Arkpoc, try and get to 100 in the first few days, but I just haven't wanted to go to extinction or anything, kill Spinos. I could do that quite soon actually, but yeah, I think it's going to be kind of annoying, so we should be able to have a bit more fun. And I'm just waiting for this charcoal to smelt, really. That's the thing that's holding me back. I might go and get more wood and call it an evening here. I might just completely fill these up with wood, because that's all I need for more ARB. I've got enough metal smelting and all of that, so I'd like to just log off with all these filled up. So I'm going to do another charcoal run, nice and simple. I've got a chainsaw, so it's really, really quick to do with the RG. Oh, got a bit of charcoal in there, so let's go get that done. So not a super exciting place to leave it there, but I'm going to have to, because the next episode is going to be a big episode with a huge finale to this season of Arkpoc, and it is absolutely worth checking out. So make sure you have notifications on, guys. If you have got this far into the video and you haven't smashed that like button already, I'd really appreciate that, guys, as well as checking out my sponsor for this video, Boost Gaming, linked down in the description. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, going to be some more of my content coming up now, and I'll see you in the next one.